all have a set of guiding principles. The preconceptions and generalizations regarding fundamental issues of one's life and of the entire world. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, we tend never to abandon our beliefs. These are things Prospector believes on Rock 107.
I believe anybody who parks a shopping cart diagonally in the middle of the aisle should be sentenced to a lifetime of assembling IKEA furniture with one missing screw. I believe the guy who invented the door open button for elevators is an optimist, and the guy who invented the close elevator doors button is a realist. I believe anyone who plays their phone speaker in public should be forced to listen to their own ringtone on repeat in solitary confinement.
Well, now we know the reason he turned out the way he did. That was Things Prospector Believes on Rock 107. Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
The head of the Postal Service is stepping down. He mailed his resignation letter, so it won't be official for another 3 months. Hooters is preparing to file for bankruptcy. They probably aren't really preparing. I bet they're just winging it. Rocker George Thorogood turned 75 today. Now when he sings I Drink Alone, he's referring to his insurer.
Making sure breaking news stays broken. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
If there's anything more expensive than buying a home these days, it's eggs, relatively speaking. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Kate, did you see this? A realtor promising free eggs to anybody who buys a house.
I did not see that, and no, it is not an enough incentive for me to buy a house.
All right.
Considering how much eggs cost nowadays, we're sure the offer has plenty of takers.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. In fact, buying a house is kind of tame compared to everything on today's list of top 5 other crazy things people would probably do for free eggs. Here we go. Number 5, date a guy with a man bun.
Top 5 other crazy things people would probably do for free eggs. And number 4, dress like Bianca Censori.
That's the one Kanye brought to the Grammys?
Yes.
All right. Number 3, sit next to the emergency exit on a Boeing plane.
Ugh. Top 5 other crazy things people would probably do for free eggs. And number 2, leave their husband alone with Ariana Grande.
And the number 1 crazy thing people will probably do for free eggs, sit through a Cars for Kids commercial. There you have it.
Yeah.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
You won't get ripped and swole with 5 minutes of exercise a day, but a new study found it might just help your brain. Just 35 minutes of exercise a week can lower dementia risk by 40%.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Oh, this went from being a convenience to like a hostile takeover of your time. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Kate, let me ask you a question. Do you like self-checkouts?
I hate saying this, but it really depends. Like, if I have like 1 or 2 things, yeah, sure. But if I have like a full order, give me a person.
So, and 90% of the time, if I have 1 or 2 things, I'm good with that. But like, I went to the grocery store the other day. I just needed a couple of things. I needed some milk, some breads, and I was hoping to retain a shred of dignity. Like always, there's one poor cashier running a single register and like 100,000 self-checkouts sitting there going bing, 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 bing. Yes, get in here. It's quicker, dummy. Do this. So, yeah, I fall for it. I scan my first item, beep, and then immediately the thing turns into like a drill sergeant. Place the item in the bagging area. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't move fast enough for the new robotic overlord. So I'm putting it in the bagging area like the good little employee that I evidently am anymore. What happens next, Kate? Unexpected item in bagging area.
And the voice of the lady at the self-checkout thing is very intense.
I want to know what's unexpected about it, though.
Oh, that's true.
She's barking at me, like you said, in that intense voice. Yeah. Unexpected item in bagging. I'm like, well, you just told me to put it there. What don't you expect? It's the same thing I just scanned. It's the peanut butter in the bag. You're acting like it's a brick of uranium in there. And then the real nightmare. Have you ever tried to scan produce on a self-checkout?
Oh, trying to find it in the computer system is a... Ugh.
Like bananas. Okay, it's like hacking into the Pentagon. Enter the item code. I don't know the item code. I don't work here. I guess I do now. So now I'm scrolling through that, like as you mentioned, that prehistoric database of every fruit and vegetable that's ever existed. You know what I mean? And they don't make it easy. Are these organic bananas? I don't know. Am I a botanist? I have no idea. Let's just say bananas and call it a day. Whichever bananas are more expensive so that you'll shut up and I won't have to worry about going through this menu anymore. Then, Kate, after all that soulless little screen has the nerve to ask, would you like to round up for charity? Now I'm the bad guy, right? Now I'm the jerk on the spot.
I'm not going to lie. I almost always do the roundup.
You forced me to do unpaid labor. Now you want to give me extra money? You know what? Take the money you're saving by not employing somebody and I'm ringing stuff up. Donate that. So I left there with my overpriced bananas, my uranium peanut butter evidently, and a shattered dignity, and a firm belief that self-checkouts are just a corporate experiment to see how much of this nonsense we're going to tolerate before we snap. And you know what, Kate? I'm right on the edge. Right on the edge! It's time to have a little fun on the phones. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. Today we're going to call Elizabeth to help me decipher what I think is a personalized license plate. It's actually just a generic one that doesn't mean anything, like kind most of us have, but I'm going to pretend I don't know that. It's another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
You're close.
Yeah, hi. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, you're speaking with Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, you guys do personalized plates there, right?
Yes, we do. You can order them online.
Okay, well, actually, that's not what I need to do. I have a person at work, and I don't know whose car it is, but I walk by it like every day, and they have a personalized plate, and it's, you know, like when you have a song stuck in your head and you just can't get it out. So if you could help me out, I just want to figure out what this personalized plate is. Can you do that with me real quick?
I can try my best.
Okay, real quick. It's TSK66OS, as in like Sam. What is that? What does that stand for?
Are you talking about the sequence of letters and numbers?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like obviously a personalized plate. Like TSK, I'm thinking task or tisk, like somebody wagging their finger. But like 660 OS, I don't know what that would mean.
Well, sir, I don't think it's an actual personalized plate. The letters and numbers are randomly issued. Is there any more information?
Well, you know what? It's just, well, it's a Mazda 3, if that helps. It's blue. I don't know if you're able to look that up.
It's against the law for us to share that information, sir.
Okay, but still, maybe you can help me figure it out. It's TISC 660S, like 660s. Like, what are there 660s of? 660s, like maybe 660s would be like a quarter of the day, so maybe...
It could be, if that's how you look at it, sure.
Well, no, I'm not kidding. I'm asking for your help.
Well, sir, I'm limited to the information that I can supply you with, sir. I'm trying my best to help.
Well, okay, well, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like you're laughing at me because you think I'm making a joke. This is, I'm sorry, but I walk by this plate every day, and it's driving me nuts. Like TISC 660S, TISC 660S, TISC 660S, TISC 660. You see what I mean? There's
no
something
way.
in there. It's not just random. It's too specific to be random. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's not funny. Is it funny?
I'm not laughing at you. I am not laughing at you.
Well, what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the fact that I'm not able to supply you with the information that you're looking for. I wish there was another way that I could help you.
Is that funny? I mean, why is that funny?
It's not funny at all.
I love that. I love that you're getting a real kick out of this. You know why?
Why, sir?
Because it's a prank. It's a Prospector prank call. It's not real.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Elizabeth.
You're one of the most difficult customers ever.
Come on, just 60. You didn't even have one suggestion of where it could be.
Not at all. Not one.
I made it up. I don't even know if it's a real place.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
I think these guys watch too many old cartoons.
Two men, a 19-year-old and an 18-year-old, were caught attempting to smuggle $200,000 worth of contraband into a federal prison in Louisiana using a cannon. They planned to shoot $112,000 worth of tobacco and about $90,000 worth of meth over a security fence and onto prison grounds. It's unclear if they were caught in the act or if officials caught wind of it ahead of time. We also don't know what the cannon looked like, but it had a range of over 350 feet, so it's possible that this scheme could have worked, assuming if no one in and around the prison noticed a cannon firing at the property. I can't imagine that would be very discreet. I do know the cannon wasn't antique 19th century artillery. It used compressed air, so it was probably closer to a T-shirt cannon. Both men were arrested.
Nominee number 2.
Look, I get stealing money, jewelry, cars, but Legos? I mean, it's a children's toy, guys. Thieves used a U-Haul truck to smash into Sasquatch Bricks in University Place, a store that sells collectible Lego sets. And they weren't just looking for some Duplo blocks for their toddler. No. These crooks knew exactly what they wanted. They grabbed $10,000 worth of high-end retired Lego sets. $10,000 in Legos. Store owner Scott Nelson isn't shocked. This has been happening a lot in the Lego community. University Place police are reviewing video from someone who lives above the store. Now Nelson is warning other stores to be on the lookout for anyone trying to unload stolen Lego sets.
And the winner is...
the two men who tried to use a cannon to launch drugs into a prison. You're the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107.
Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.